dark, so you stopped your car and you looked at the vultures feeding on the various things. There's a chouchouan in the background. Vultures were eating up as much food as they could find. I think they're eating cows' heads there. He didn't lose a finger. Get right inside. African ostriches. Of course, France had many French colonies in Africa, so they had access to these animals and the correct care for them. I don't know. Well, there was a French Congo, wasn't there? And now French Algeria, and there must have been 20 states that France had a very heavy interest in. Of course, Germany had colonies, Italy had colonies, Libya was a colony of Italy's right even after World War II, till Gaddafi had his revolution. Glorious animals, aren't they? Look at those beautiful manes. And he must have had the lions moated off away from attacking people, and when they kill the animal, the poachers kill the animal, and they just cut that horn off, dry it out and grind it up, and it's supposed to have a sex potent capability. Now we're coming to the beers. I think this was the end of the drive-through, coming to the end of the reel as well. Yep, they're the beers. The beers were a little dangerous, but they were there all right. People threw food and bread and stuff at him, and I don't think the bears were supposed to do exactly what they're doing here. He didn't like that, whatever it was, a piece of candy probably. But there's a bear up a tree. How about that, guys? Bears climbing trees. How's this for a face, huh? Is this a beautiful scene? I'm going backwards right now, but I'll come back to this. Look at that face, that flag-painted face at the American School of Paris. That's something. Savavi waiting for something. This is coming back to capture Michael. I'm going to try to do a... There he is. What a guy. No comments necessary to enjoy this picture. Super shot. Hope you enjoy this, Mike. Wait till you see the eye rolls here. Catch the eye rolls when he does that. Watch this now. Big smile. This is right in front of the American School of Paris. I think they were having a picnic that day. Michael got his face painted. I guess all the kids did. Oh, this is the one. See if I can zoom in on those eyes. Nah, I better not mess up the camera. Okay, that's Michael. Nice show, Mike. Thanks for the joke on this Sunday morning. Back in the mode of capturing movies again. This was May 1974. I think it was the May Fair. And goodness gracious, it's May again, May 1991, so 17 years later, watching these movies. Michael's got a birthday coming up next week. There's Napoleon being crowned on the Arc de Triomphe. Of course, that's the purpose of the Arc de Triomphe. It was built as the triumphant arc through which Napoleon's armies marched through that archway, returning from their victories. And there is one of Napoleon's generals from the 1812 war, General Arturo Francesco, gazing around the traffic scene at Etoile on a Sunday morning probably. We took a walk up there. And there's Caryn, Sue, and Adri, and Ruth, and Tommy, and Margie, and Michael. He's got a big hand on his cramps. Caryn's looking around at something. There's the Margie girl right in front. Rue de Berri. I think we might have just come out of their hotel, California Hotel, and we're walking up the street. No, we're in front of Sacre Coeur. Grampy's got a real tight hold on Margie so she doesn't run away or fall down. And there's the beautiful scene of Sacred Heart of Paris. There's a Sacred Heart in Waterbury, but it's a little bit different design. Almost the same. Same grand structure. Everyone getting the blessing. Not the... unless I had that backwards. And this is one of the very interesting architecturally designed tour buses. If you're ever in Paris and you want to have a wonderful capsule of the city very quickly, take a tour bus, city tour bus. That's always a good way to get information about a city. Grampy and Margie and Caryn coming down the steps again. Oh, I remember that cape. That was an Arizona cape, right? Tree Haven days. Must have been the day of plaid outfits. Caryn and Margie and Grandma Ruth. Come, Grampy Frank doesn't have his plaid pants on. Need a haircut there, Gramps. Keep a tight hand on Margie as he crosses the street. Don't let that little girl. Just got a letter from Aunt Marion that she was crossing the street with one of her friends, or two of her friends, and they were hit by cars. Aunt Marion wasn't, but the friends were. One of the friends was killed right in front of her eyes. Horrible sight. There's the Eiffel Arc, as we called it, the Eiffel Tower, Tour d'Eiffel. I guess we're still at Sacre Coeur. Now we're on the Rue de Berri apartment. Stuart getting a big hug from her, giving a big hug to her. Caryn giving a big hug to her Uncle Stuart. Joni having a laugh with Adri and Michael. Look at the wallpaper. Flocked wallpaper. It's all flocked up. Stuart likes that salad. McDonald's. I thought we only gave the kids McDonald's. And we're going out to dinner. In fact, that's what it was. We gave the kids McDonald's. I don't know what Stuart was doing eating. We were going out to the famous Rue de Berri Restaurant d'Artois. Only about 25 steps from our apartment. I think it's now a 2-star, about to become a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Of course, this apartment is now called the My Margie. Hi, Marge. Keith in his military uniform. Carrie. Caryn. Restaurant d'Artois was just on the next corner. You walked across out our front door and down a block, and there was Margie looking cute there, isn't she? Oh, getting ready for bed. Got her nightgown on, I think. Stuart, we're just going out to eat, and he's eating. What a guy. Ooh. Oh, there's the harpsichord next to Grammy. And there's Tommy's got his Cub Scout uniform on. What a guy. Tommy, that's a nice... He's waving backwards. Yeah, what a magic trick that is. Carrie. Oh, he's doing his finger exercises. Yes, Tommy, you still do that? Oh, Tommy. Caryn, Margie, Keith, he saved you a lot of money, Adria, I understand, right? You could see it in those days. How frugal.